Basically what's happened is Rivercrest has come back and they have asked to add another SRO. They are going to completely fund it and everything, so it'll be just like another pass-through. I don't know if they have anybody looking at for this position. I know they've hired somebody for the last SRO that we approved. And we've got to make sure that we get resolutions drawn up to cover that position, Janice's clerk position, to be presented at the next meeting. I didn't even think about it. We didn't do the resolution to create the positions in our regular meeting. So we'll, hopefully if we do this today, we'll add that in. Kelly, you have the exact figures that it will take for this, as the sheriff gave you the information. He said it's gonna be exactly the same as the last position.
I know what the yearly amount is, but no, he has not given me any information. I don't know what, I didn't know what date, how many pay periods to, I mean, I can get all that before the ordinance.
I think they're gonna interview. He told me they were planning to interview first to fill the position, so I don't know when that will take place.
We can just prorate it for the rest of the year, but I can give you an annual amount.
I think we'll just go ahead and do a resolution for the two positions, for the Janet's position and the SRO that's already hired.
For two, and
then we'll address this later. I mean, I'm not even sure this gonna get done today.
we shall see.
Where's the superintendent? Then she always get here and ask.
I don't remember if she was here last time.
She was.
She was.
I think I knocked her down so much, maybe she don't come.
Well, I happen to know the sheriff got stopped by somebody who wanted to talk to him about a roadway. Cause he contacted
Maybe he
me
has
about
something
the
written
meeting.
up for
I'm sure he does, so I'm just gonna sort of stall for a minute. Let him get here. He told me that this was going to be exactly the same pay as the last position that he asked us for.
Kelly, what is the annual salary?
$34,121 is the salary portion.
And then we have the taxes, social security, insurance, and retirement. So a little over 50.
It's $52,418.
Of course, they'll prorate that for this year, and then next year, I guess they'll prorate the whole amount. Because they'll get it all paid in.
You know that on the group side.
You got one outside? You could have brought it in.
Rick, I'm not on the committee, but is this giving them a total of three?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, you like
Raymond
when you
Francis,
need the
they
book.
brought him in, and I'm gonna say that he is probably wearing the captain's rank with the pay rate that he has. But he is strictly paid by the school, and he will be in charge of these other two officers that are there.
If this is approved, there'll be 3 SROs, but there actually will be 4 there. What is the other one not called? He's not really, he's not a certified deputy, but he is an armed school, not a, I don't know if you call them resource, there's initials for it, I can't remember what it is.
It's something CCR or something like that. I don't remember that. There's school security, or maybe it's SSR, school security.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes, CCR creates Clearwater Road.
Well, that sounds good to me too.
One of my faves.
Say where the sheriff is. But basically, it's the exact same thing that we did last time. It just, the school board met, 2 weeks ago. No, a week and a half ago, and he called me and asked about it. Middle of last week, and like he called me on Wednesday, I told him I wasn't sure if we could get it done, but we decided we'd go ahead and schedule a meeting for today before finance. Then we can move it over to finance if
Okay, let's move it.
that we decide to do it. He says he's
I
5
didn't
minutes
read it all,
out.
I'm gonna read it.
Someone necessary silliness.
I don't know why we wouldn't do it.
I
It's
don't
just a
either.
fact that
It's-
it's not gonna cost.
Doesn't cost us a dime. School's paying for it all.
I'm not on the committee either, but, if the school needs it and they can pay for it and we can help them.
No sense.
I would like for a school representative to be here to ask him, because I have talked to school board members, and I'll just go ahead and tell y'all, and I've talked to people in the administration, and they said they don't really need it right now. The 2/3 of the student are not in, a third of the students are not at Rivercrest, they're doing the virtual learning. They said they may need it later on, but right now they don't need it. Not at the present time. So, and I'm all about security for the school, I would never risk anything like that. But if coronavirus gets worse and then they're out of school, then they're sitting there paying 3 people around $50,000 a year, or that's what it costs for the school. We just had a deal the other day where, and I voted for it, and 4 of us voted for it to, fund the
Internet.
and then because the school couldn't afford it, basically, I guess is what they were saying, and now 2 weeks later, they can afford a resource also? I don't know.
So is this request coming from the sheriff or from the school administration?
Ms. Bennett contacted the sheriff. Well, actually, it was the school board chairman, Frog, was the one that contacted the sheriff.
Fish in a frog.
I did that stuff.
But if they would, 3 weeks ago, when we approved the school resource officer, why didn't they ask for 2 then?
That I can't answer.
There's some questions I would like to ask the school board. The school representative, but we don't have a school representative here.
I understand.
Sounds a bit ridiculous to me.
I have a third one?
Bubba makes perfect sense.
$8,000 and now they can afford $50,000 for an SRA, that's just a little bit ridiculous.
And I've got a daughter in the 9th grade at Rivercrest. I had 2 other daughters graduate at Rivercrest. I'm all about security of the school. There's no, it's worth whatever amount of money it takes. But I just ask questions.
Is Miss Bennett on her way?
I have no idea.
She'd be on one of
You're the one presenting it, you ought to have an idea.
Hey, I figured you would be here by now. And I don't have a phone number.
Well, why don't we just table this until she decides to come?
She's normally here.
Are you making a motion to that?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Is that your motion?
What? His?
Mm-hmm.
I'll second it.
Him,
Him? You're in a mask, I don't know who you are.
call him Bill, okay?
Justice Nelson.
Nelson, I'll call
Justice
him.
Him got a name.
They say he call you a fish or a frog.
Well, whatever he said, you
Just like-
She said, he said.
I'm the best presented, and that's what
But
I
I agree.
Who
I was
asked,
at the
tell me
sheriff.
again, who
The
asked you?
sheriff asked me, because he said that they had already approached him, they had asked for it. So, this is a
Is that the
request from
proper
the
way to
sheriff.
do it?
Yes. That's who I would go to, because unless the sheriff agrees to it, I wouldn't ask to have it approved. Because the person will have to work under they'll be wearing his uniform, they'll be carrying his weapon, they will be answering to him ultimately. So.
I bet the superintendent don't think that.
I don't know what the superintendent thinks. That's one of those things that
Right there.
I'll leave it between her and the sheriff. Because it's one of those things, if somebody goes down there, I don't know if y'all know what happened with one of the last school resource officers, or their last security officers. But if they did something like that, I would expect the sheriff to take care of it. I wouldn't wait for them to take care of it. Sheriff, there's some questions, so, was it the school board chairman president that contacted you about this, or the
Yes, it was.
superintendent? Okay.
Yes, it was.
Did Miss Bennett know about this?
Yes.
Okay, you know if she's gonna be here today or not?
No, it do not.
Jim,
She,
ask your questions, because that's the man that, he asked me to present this to the committee, and that's what I did.
Well, I don't think he can answer the question. I think it's gonna take us a minute to answer the question.
Okay, and that, you know, if you want to get Miss Bennett here, that, some of them want Miss Bennett to answer because
that's right.
basically she come in and asked for us to pay for some internet because they couldn't afford it. And now they're saying they can afford a little over $52,000 for an SRO,
A third one.
a third one.
That's right.
Yeah. No reflection on you, but, you know, you brought the request to me, and that's what I bring forward. If she'd called me, I'd said, you need to talk to the sheriff. So I think right now, we're gonna table this until they can come and ask for it.
Just give me a date and I'll, make contact with them, let her know what the date is.
Sheriff, was there any extenuating circumstances that made them wanna have a third resource officer?
Well, they've had 3 people in the past down there, and they lost one. I'm not sure what the status is on Tony Maynard. I don't know if he's staying or not. So, if he's not there, you know, that's up to them whether he stays or not. I don't know what their plans are for Tony.
Do you know if he's returned? I know he was out for
I know
some.
didn't he have a knee replacement or something?
He did.
So,
He was at the ball game the other night working security.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I'm just,
I mean, I seen him at the ball game.
yeah. All I know is, they want 3 regular SROs, and whether he stays or not, I have no idea.
So this would be an additional person, is that right?
It'll be the 3rd one on them. It'll be another pass-through account.
But it is passed through. It doesn't cost us anything, but we're concerned that some of them down there seem to want it and some of them maybe not.
Well, then I think we need to schedule another date and have Ms. Minnie come up here.
Okay.
That's what we have discussed already.
I thought there was a motion and a second, but I'm not sure.
Okay, we want to set a date for them to be allowed to come discuss it? Or do you want to let them call us and tell us what they do?
Well, I think that would be more beneficial because Ms. Bennett's a very busy person and she has a lot of different meetings and I would rather her pick the time. And, I mean, I'm retired, I've got a flexible schedule. I think most of us do or we wouldn't be here.
I know she was sick a couple of weeks there. I'm not sure what it was.
All right, we have a motion and a second to table this until school admin can be here. All in favor?
Right?
Any opposed? All right, we'll be tabled until such time as, Sheriff, if you'll contact her
Yes, I will.
and get a date that y'all can both be here, then we will, I'll try to set one up for that day.
Okay.
We're meeting every Monday, so it needs to be on Monday.
We'll do it, you know, try to get her here on a Monday.
I'll call her as soon as I leave here.
All right. I forgot we fixed to start doing
That's
that.
the reason I try to hit.
I really do. Well, there is no other business that I know of unless y'all have something you want to bring forward.
No, I thought you said something about doing a appropriation orders for those,
No, we've already passed it,
right.
but for some reason, the resolution didn't get typed up and brought to the quorum court for the last 2 positions.
So all we need is the resolution.
So they're gonna, I think we've already got that plan to get that resolution for this next meeting, and we'll have it to vote on.
Okay. I didn't know if it was something we did today.
No, we did it last time, we just didn't
Do the resolution.
get it out there. Okay, well, if there's no other business, I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, well, adjourn.